I read this sloka for class, and I thought that it would be something that is easily understandable and easily explained for those who are not like serious students of um, of Jyotish, because Jyotish goes really deep, and they say it takes 7 lifetimes to master astrology. So it's really deep and complicated, and but it can be simplified by slokas. Now, Jaimani is one of the great teachers of astrology, one of the Saptarichis, one of the forefathers of astrology. And he has written slokas about the Atmakarka in order to give us like a feel for what that person, what the native will experience. Okay, so now this sloka is for the Atmakarka when it goes to a sign in the Navamsha, in the D9 chart. So if you find sidereal software online and put your birth information in, you don't need your correct timing of birth to know this. Um, and it says, okay, whenever you put in the software, it'll show your Atmakarka. It'll be abbreviated AK, and it'll tell you what planet it is. Okay, so let's say like my Atmakarka is Mercury. Okay,
Okay,
now
so
this
this
sloka
is
is
what I'm trying to show. Alright, if you see in the top right hand corner where it's got the little blocks and it's got AK, AMK, BK, etc. Alright, you see below it are the planets that are abbreviated. Okay, so ME is Mercury, SA Saturn, MA Mars, so on and so forth. Okay, so below AK is ME for me is Mercury. This large chart on the left hand side is the birth chart. If you scroll down, you'll see a bunch of divisional charts. If you look at the one numbered 9 in the middle, that's your Navamsha, that's your D9 chart. That's what you become later in life. It's the dharmic path that you walk on per Sanjay Rath, your dharma. It's your spouse, it's what you become, it's your true self. Some people say the Navamsha isn't activated until 36, but honestly, it's the heart of your birth chart and it's what you truly are from day one. So yeah, the D9, see where you're at, Makarka, the planet under AK, see where it lands itself in the D9. See, so we have the zodiacs abbreviated within each of the 12 uh, Rashis. So if you see mine, Mercury goes to Gemini. And then you can go ahead and just follow along with the slokas.
you look in your D9, your divisional chart, your ninth harmonic is the Western term for it, but your D9, the Navamsha, look in your divisional chart, the D9, where your Atmakarka is placed, the sign that it's placed in. Now, if you look at the number of the sign that it's placed in, 1 through 12, representing 1 through 12 of the 12 zodiacs. Okay, so see, my Atmakarka is placed in Aquarius and it moves to Gemini. Okay, let me read you the sloka for mine. Okay, if Atmakarka is in Gemini, aspected or conjunct a benefic, the native gains weight or is overweight from the beginning. If aspected by malefic, then eczema and rashes. Okay, so my Atmakarka is conjunct a malefic planet. Now, the malefic planets are going to be Saturn, Mars, K2, all right, and the benefics are going to be Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Sun. All right, okay, K2 and Rahu, Saturn, Mars, malefic. Benefics, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Mercury. Okay, so my Atmakarka is conjunct a malefic planet, giving me rashes Okay, now you see all these scars? See all these scars? Totally for real. And my weight is something that I struggle with, so I'm sure there's some type of benefic aspect. Okay. And also, if your Atmacarca goes into Mercury and its conjunct a benefic planet, it doesn't always mean overweight, because I know one person who has Atmacarca conjunct Venus in Gemini in D9, and he's actually like really muscly, like ripped, like swollen, like so as in overweight, you might be like larger in a different way. Um okay, so let me read these 1 through 12. This is really interesting. So you can just put your information in and then see what your Atmacarca is. It'll show a little planet with an abbreviation below it. The planet under AK is Atmacarca. Okay, so scroll down, look into your divisional chart, your D9, and see where it's placed. And then you can pause this if you need to while you're looking it up. Okay, number 1. If Atmacarca is in Aries, then the person is bothered by rats and cats. If Atmacarca is in Taurus in the D9, the person will do trade and will have fear of four-legged animals. If Atmacarca is in Gemini, aspected or conjunct benefic, then the native gains weight or is overweight from beginning. If aspected by malefic, then eczema and rashes. If Atmacarca is in Cancer, aspected by benefic, then one deals with dropsy. I don't know what that means. If aspected by malefic, then one may deal with leprosy. Oh, it must be some type of skin condition, I guess. If Atmacarca is in Leo, the native has to deal with fire, debts, and dog bites. If Atmacarca is in Virgo, the native deals with debts and accidents. Now, some of these are things that we will all have to deal with throughout life. Some things we will, some things we won't. But this is something that there's no way around. But you may have to read between the lines and read it in a different way than what it exactly says. Okay? If Atmacarca is in Libra, then the native becomes a businessman and is very clever. If Atmacarca is in Scorpio, the native has fear of water or snakes and may deal with snakes and reptiles. If Atmacarca is in Sagittarius, the native may fall from high places or high positions. If Atmacarca is in Capricorn and influenced by watery planets, the native may have to deal with wild water life, bites from crocodile. If air planets influence Atmacarca, then danger from birds and spirits. If aspected by 2 or more malefic planets, someone deals with fistula or tumors. If Atmacarca is in Aquarius, the native deals with water tanks, swimming pool, or may fall in still water. If Atmacarca is in Pisces, then the native may get final enlightenment, moksha, etc. The native becomes rich if aspected by benefic planets. Dang, I wish I had that one. Anyways, I thought these were pretty cool slokas that anybody could look up and just something interesting to look at. You know, that's the thing that I like about sidereal astrology, is that it's so intricate and precise and detailed. So it's pretty interesting, and yeah, so I just wanted to share that. But you know that I love you to death. You're the most beautiful thing God ever created. Long live the infinite creator.